My new favourite thing to do on GT7 is to just drive. So I thought I'd take the top 5 in my view, so let me know in the comments if you think there's any that I've missed. Sounding cars for a drive to appreciate some of the absolute masterpieces we have in this game. Right, here we go. First car on the list. This is the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640. We're here at Spa, and this is just amazing. I've turned off all of the heads-up displays so we can just concentrate on the car and the track. It is insane. Listen to this thing. This is a 6.4 litre V12 in this thing. 631 brake horsepower. Oh. Giving it 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds and a top speed of 211. Oh my word, she's a heavy thing. Oh, let's go. This thing just puts a smile on my face. Wow, so this is one of 4,000 cars that was made. The successor to the poster car of many of us, I'm sure. The Lamborghini Diablo was then later succeeded by the car we all know, the Aventador. Oh, wow. I love this thing. It is so heavy though, but the sound of it is incredible. I love being in cockpit mode here. It just wants to go in a straight line. And then just doesn't want to stop. Really trying to wrestle it round here through Piff Paff. You have to be so careful on the power. Oh, running a little bit wide there. This is the bit I'm looking forward to here. Opening it up. Let's go easy. We're not going to be able to take this flat. Now let's go. Just listen to this. This is why this is my first choice. Oh, I told you didn't want to move. This thing is a monster. Right, let's try and get it stopped. Those downshifts. Oh, we've got a little bit deep. Let's get it straightened up. And then let's power to the line once it's safe to do so. Let's go. That is the Lamborghini Murcielago LP640. Right, car number 2 on the list. Welcome to Germany and welcome to the Nürburgring, the GP track, which is quite apt actually, because we're here in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS, the latest iteration of the flagship 911 product, and it is a monster. 4 litre, flat 6, 518 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. 184 this thing will go with DRS, which I will show you later. But yeah, it's quite apt that we're here because this car, this machine, oh, it sounds incredible. It's actually a lap record holder around here. It's not the current lap record holder, but it was. Did a 6-minute 44 around the ring. The full ring, the Nordschleifer. And to put that into perspective, as we rev up to 9,000 RPM there, to put that into perspective, the Porsche 918, the 918 Spider, a member of the Holy Trinity alongside the LaFerrari and the McLaren P1, did it in just under 7 minutes. This car beat it by over 10 seconds with a 644. Insane. Right, here's its party piece here. Let me show you here. I'm going to open up the DRS now. Let's go. DRS active. I can't keep it on for too long because I need to get it stopped for this final chicane. Let's turn it off. Brake. Come down through the gears. Oh, it sounds glorious. This thing is an absolute animal. Let's go. DRS open again as we cross the line. Rev this thing all the way to 9,000. This is car number 2. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Welcome to Suzuka. Oh. So we've had the Lamborghini Murcielago. We've had the GT3 RS. It was only a matter of time, right? Before we pulled this thing out of the bag. The Lexus LFA. I mean, almost like a benchmark. A legend of what road cars and what their engines should be. What a magnificent car. What a magnificent thing. So this is one of 500 cars that were made. I'm actually in the Nürburgring edition. There was only 50 of these. But this is powered by a 4.8 litre V10. 553 brake horsepower. Whoa. 1 second. Let me just get through here without crashing. Which propels it 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds and over 200 miles an hour. It's got like a weird dash thing. Whoa! That tells you when you should rev. I can imagine that's probably because people like to over rev this thing big time. Let's get it stopped down here into Spoon just to hear it. But as I say, I'm in the Nürburgring edition. One of 50 cars made. Because they gave this thing a go around the Nürburgring. And its time was a 7:14. So pretty rapid. It's come through 130i here. Just the sound of it. It's just amazing. Love that little dashboard thing. It just feels so nimble considering what tyres it's on. And just like that, the lap is done. Oh, that is the Lexus LFA. I could do a few more of these. They don't make cars like this anymore. Which is a crying shame. For our 4th car on the list, we've come across the pond and we've come to Daytona. We are currently in the most extreme street legal Corvette you can get. The C7 ZR1. Just listen to it. As we come into the International Horseshoe here. That noise you are hearing is a 6.2 litre supercharged V8. God bless America. I love this thing. It is an absolute stunner and it looks incredible. So this thing's got 755 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds, and a top speed of 183. God, I've got to be careful to get the power down here. This is a fun car. Super modern on the inside here. The looks of this thing is such a good looking car. It's so aggressive. Right, I've got to pick my braking point here. I'm going to brake nice and early into the bus stop. I'm worried this thing won't stop. Get it straightened up before we get on the power. and unleash all those horses. Let's go. So much carbon in the cockpit. Oh, this just feels right, doesn't it? At night in Daytona. In a Corvette. Love it. Car number 4. The C7 ZR1. What a monster. Oh my word. Welcome to the 5th and final car on this list. We're here at Monza in the McLaren P1 GTR. Now you're probably thinking, Rory, that thing's not road legal. Oh, well, it is actually. There's a company. Well, this car is actually in stock form. It's a non-road legal car. It's a track car. And it costs £2 million. There's only 45 of them made. Let's get it stopped this time. There's actually a company that make these things road legal. So you may actually see one of these, if you're lucky enough, on the road. But this thing is an absolute savage. So the P1 GTR is a track-focused version of, going back to the Holy Trinity again, the McLaren hypercar, the P1. 3.8 litre twin turbo with an electric motor as well, which combined gives it almost 1,000 brake horsepower. 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds and onto a top speed which has been limited to 217 miles an hour. Insane. I mean, I've barely finished talking. We're almost at the end of the lap. This thing is number 5, but there's a couple of contenders as we fire down the straight here that didn't make this list, and one glaring omission that we need to hear and drive before we end this video. And here we go. For me, the best sounding car in Gran Turismo 7. A lot of you won't need for me to even tell you what it is. You'll be able to tell just by the sound of it, but this is the Mazda 787B. First ever car, first ever Japanese car to win Le Mans in 1991. And it was actually immediately retired because the engine it had was banned for the following year in 92. There was only one place we could bring it. There was only one place we could bring it. Ah, it's just iconic, isn't it? And the engine, just going back to that, the engine that was banned was the Wankel rotary engine. And what this thing did is it produced 900 brake horsepower. But you know, that's almost like a side piece, to be honest, because it created this glorious, iconic sound. Oh, look at it. Look at the retro dash as we fly down the Mulsanne straight here at Le Mans, picking out our braking point. Hopefully we get it. We're going to brake a little bit early just so that we don't end up crashing. But this thing, everything about it, this car, this sound, this livery, these socks, it's just special, isn't it? It's just special. Wow, it just puts a smile on my face. It's an absolute smile on my face, this thing. say too much, to be honest, as we come down into Indianapolis. Just need to let the car do the talking here. This really, you know, this is such an understated part of Gran Turismo that I think we all used to do. I mean, now it's all about the online racing and stuff, but sometimes, well, actually no, Gran Turismo is just incredible if you just drive. I mean, the road cars that we did before, the road legal list, were amazing. And then just to finish off with this, I couldn't finish this list as we come through the Porsche curbs here without mentioning this. I mean, I kind of banned the Vision Gran Turismo cars because they're not real ones. But the cars that we've covered in this video are real and very, very real. Oh, how amazing is this? Let's go. And like that, we finished the lap of Le Mans in the Mazda 787B. My favourite sounding, and many others out there, my favourite sounding car in all of Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, can you please do me a favour by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Both are absolutely free and they help me more than you know. Make sure to check out this video here next if you've got time for one more, and I'll catch you in the next one.